East, they claim the division with a win over the Giants. The Cowboys need to beat the Redskins and hope that Philly loses. If they both lose, the Eagles are in for the third straight season. Let's get to the latest on both teams, including what potentially sparked this Eagles turnaround with Kim Jones in East Rutherford.
Back in Week 14, before the Eagles played the Giants, Doug Peterson put his Philadelphia team through a padded practice. Turns out, it was quite the springboard. Since then, the Eagles are 3-0. Carson Wentz has thrown 6 touchdowns and not 1 interception. And they've gotten 2 huge games from rookie running back Miles Sanders. And now on Sunday, with a win over the New York Giants over at MetLife Stadium, the Eagles would win the NFC East. Yes, Peterson says his team embraced the urgency it had to have. He also says they're playing their best football of the season. Now let's check in on the Cowboys with James Slater.
Thanks, Kim. Well, no real changes on the injury front as it pertains to Cowboys quarterback Dak Prescott. In fact, his training regimen has really mirrored what we saw ahead of the Eagles game last week. And if you go back and watch that one, it definitely looked like that shoulder was limited as a result of it. Now, he said that he is feeling better and that he's been mixing up a lot of the hot and cold therapy. He was also asked about how he managed the pain during the game, telling us, quote, "I did what was necessary." So we anticipate he'll do the same ahead of this game against the Redskins. Another injury to watch, well, that is the one to his left tackle, Tyron Smith, who's dealing with a back issue. He did not practice at all this week, but I have no reason to believe, talking to a bunch of people inside this building, that he won't be ready to go on Sunday.
Thank you, Jane and Kim. So how can a team with the #1 offense and #11 defense be under 500? Well, here's how. The Cowboys lead the league in drop passes. They're tied for the fewest interceptions and have missed as many field goals as any team in the NFL. So that's not good.
Nope.
Just saying.
They got a lot of talent, though.
And they can't win the close ones.
No, not at all.
1-6.
Well, let's lighten some things up here with America's favorite game show host.
All right, time to play Alan Lentani's favorite game. Alan's from Caldwell, New Jersey, big friend, a friend of our producer, Jason Hartelius. Never remember job titles. Big fan of Who Said That. Alan, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, all that good stuff. Happy playoffs, they're coming too. All right, you can play along at home, folks. We read a quote from a player or a coach that made news this past week. They try to guess here, you try to guess there. Who said that? All right, first up, Jody Moser, our studio intern, got that title right.
Good job.
All right, hold on. Before we read, favorite Christmas gift that you got this year?
Okay, it's actually something that me and my brothers gave our dad, Brian Westbrook jersey.
Oh,
it's really dope.
Big Eagles fans in the Moser household.
Yes.
I love it.
Reason for the season.
I think it's the last game on mine as well, so I'll be damned if I speak on anybody else's future or their place.
All right, last game on mine as well, so I'll be damned if I speak on anyone.
Is that Daniel Jones, quarterback?
Might not be Daniel Jones.
Okay, it's not him.
Yeah.
That wasn't a guess. Pat
Is
Sharpe.
it a jet?
It's not a jet.
John? Is it in the state of New York?
No.
Oh, see?
No, but it's a state we just went to.
Dallas! Dak!
No.
Boom! I got that right. You got to give it to me.
That counts.
That got to count.
It's the season for giving, as you noted, so I will give you the point there.
Thank
Dak
you.
Prescott, last game on his contract, on mine. Last game on mine. Same as
That's why
Jason
he throwing
Garrett,
for all the
Jody.
yards?
Thank you very much.
They're not winning?
Happy holidays. What's that?
That's why he throwing for all those yards and they're not winning?
Secure the bag,
I don't
Dak.
know.
Secure the
We're
bag.
going to the control room. Cody Winstead, who is producing the show, he's going to read right now. Cody, favorite
How you
gift?
call his own number?
Check out these gifts. Boom, nice boots, yeah.
Hey, we can't see them.
Cody.
Come on. You're sitting next to the director. Make sure she takes the
that.
right shot.
Look at that.
All right,
Those are
what's the
nice.
quote?
Sorry, Lisa.
Hey, Lise, what's up?
What up, Leaf?
Here we go with the quote. Honestly, my desire is I don't read or hear any of those. I watch NCIS Los Angeles, and NCIS New Orleans. So I really don't pay attention.
Big NCIS fans, kind of like the GMFB family of shows. You know, you got a couple different versions of them, Mike Rob. So who watches NCIS
NCIS.
and doesn't pay attention to anything?
Phillip Rivers?
Nah,
49er.
you're not going to get this one.
Phillip Rivers. Is that how you playing?
It's a coordinator talking about potential head coaching opportunities, which I don't know if he's going to get one, but.
Oh, Greg Roman? Nope.
Go south.
Oh.
South. It's Todd Bowles.
It's Todd
down there in
Bowles,
Tampa.
man.
Former Jets head coach.
CIS?
NCIS fan.
Big NCIS fan. Who
Really?
knows? All different branches of NCIS. All right, graphics artist Shagun Dairo is up next. His father, Ben, I hope he had a great holiday, man. We love Ben. He came to the studio. He's like the happiest guy I ever met. Favorite Christmas gift this year?
Lady got me a little ring here.
Wow. Wow.
Alyssa, shout out Alyssa.
Should we say congratulations?
Yeah.
Not that type of way.
Not that new age. Not that new age.
Don't worry. Move the he's got hands.
Yeah, all right, I got it.
All right.
This is great.
I've been to many places around the world. I've had people come up speaking to me in many languages. I don't know what the hell they're saying. And at the end of the day, when it's translated, is you should have 2 Super Bowl rings.
You should have 2 Super Bowl rings in
Beast mode.
Oh.
Beast mode.
Yeah, I don't know what language either.
Yeah.
bro.
See, I
Should have 2.
wouldn't have guessed Marshawn because he didn't have an extended press conference. I would have been wrong because he did it on his Beast Mode Productions.
Beast mode, D.
Yeah. Have you been on Beast Mode Productions there, Mike?
Yeah, kinda. I was kind of upset that I didn't get called to do this one, actually.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Yeah,
all right.
yeah, dog.
You
Hit
had
me
to
up,
work.
Deontay. Let's go.
Shagun, thank you, my man. All right, last one is going to be associate producer Charlie Franklin.
There you go.
Charlie, your favorite holiday gift this season?
I got a lob wedge, so that's one less excuse I have for being terrible at golf.
All right, he got the, what is it, 64, 60, what, 64 degrees?
It's a 58, but I might pop it
58,
out.
I don't know
Is
what
that
the
a
lob
tool?
wedge is.
Yes, a tool, I guess.
Is it a tool?
It's a golf.
Is that for your workbench, Charlie?
Yeah,
It should help
sort of.
Charlie with his 80 to 90 yard shot.
There you go, D-Hall. All right, read the quote.
All right.
Like I know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I mean, it was like one of those things where.
Adam Gase.
Any more questions?
Yeah, Adam Gase.
Yep, Adam.
Yeah.
All right,
Eyes were dead
we're going to take
giveaway,
this one
Charlie.
full. Let's see if you guys are right about Adam Gase.
It was like one of those things.
Sean Payton was asked about. By the way, I mentioned he had the camera crew and the entourage with him. I buried the lead. He actually did extremely well in this workout. Shocker,
wow.
right?
Think he wouldn't?
Well, so he passed the test. I just don't know if they're going to wind up calling on him and if he's going to get that A in the playoffs, Mike Robb.
Yeah, well, no, we'll see.
The Houston Texans take on the Tennessee Titans today, and we are ready to rock.
This division was the worst. The hell has a raccoon got to do with a titan? They confused.
The shot, firing, caught, Stills, rock and roll, Stills again.
And one. And one.
He can run it in there. Touchdown, Titans. Throws caught A.J. Brown. Big play to Nuke. Carlos to the pylon. He's in. Touchdown for the lead.
I got to get it to my mom.
The game is over. The Texans win.
Titans and Texans, they meet again just 2 weeks after Houston's win in Nashville. Check out their quarterback since Ryan Tannehill took over in Week 7. Tannehill top 5 in yards per attempt, touchdowns, and passer rating. Deshaun Watson, not nearly as impressive, but listen, it's just the numbers here. That's all we're saying. Here's Mike Rabel on what he wants to see this week.
I like winning, and so I think we have to make sure that we do whatever we can do to win. And again, that wasn't, we haven't done enough the last 2 weeks. So Sunday we need to throw it 50 times, and we'll have to throw it 50 times. And we have to throw it 23 times, then that's, how many we're going to have to throw.
You hear him?
I like to win.
Period.
Titans, Steelers, or Raiders getting that final spot. If Tennessee beat Houston, they're in. Pittsburgh needs to beat Baltimore and hope the Titans lose to the Texans. The Raiders have to beat the Broncos, plus losses from the Titans and Steelers, and they need the Colts to win in Jacksonville. And finally, for strength of schedule purposes, they also need either, this is so much, the Bears, Lions, Chargers, or Patriots to win.
Just one of them?
You got all that? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, Jeezy, all right. All that aside, who ends up with the 6th seed, okay?
Okay, well, let me do the formula here. Okay, Texans, aren't playing their starters. Titans, done. There you go. That's all the formula you need on that one. And Bill O'Brien, I'm sitting on my cord here. Bill O'Brien, Ian Rappaport pointed this out to me. He never did say the other day he wasn't going to play his starters. He just said we're playing to win, and everybody took it to mean that he was going to play his starters. It's creative wording, Bill O'Brien, but we know that Deshaun Watson got like 2 reps the other day in practice.
Ooh.
They're not, and the starters, a lot of them Saturday, and they're not playing.
Well, I'm going to pick the Tennessee Titans as well, simply because they're playing the best brand of football right now. I mean, they run the football like some of the tops in the National Football League. Derrick Henry, that big 250-pound running back, when he lines up 9 yards deep and starts going toward the line of scrimmage, you don't want to hit him. And then Ryan Tannehill, man, I'm happy for Ryan Tannehill, former wide receiver in college, didn't have a lot of game reps in college. They told him the same things that they told me when I was coming out, that I didn't have enough game reps to be a quality quarterback in the National Football League. The only difference is he got a chance to learn. Watch out, D-Hawk. He got a chance to learn and actually had rope to get an opportunity to see that he can actually play quarterback in the National Football League, and he's doing a great job of it. Should be comeback player of the year. So, and defensively, they were giving up close to only 20 points a game. So I like the Tennessee Titans. They play the most real football right now.
Yeah, yeah. You gave probably the perfect answer. I'm going with Jeezy on this. Look, right? Houston ain't playing they starters. Period.
You analyzed it, but you know what?
Hey, everything you're saying, Mike Rob, is absolutely on point. But you think about how good of a game and how close this game was last time with Deshaun Watson out there, with Noop out there, with all these guys out there. And now Tennessee's going to have to face this team without those guys. If Tennessee can't win, they don't deserve to be in the playoffs. So I like teams that control their own destiny. Tennessee can control their own destiny. They'll go out, they'll win this football game. Now, moving forward, let's see what happens in the playoffs.
Right. Okay. So how about this? Because listen, the Titans, they have the easiest path to get to the playoffs, and if they get one more win, then they're 9-7, which is kind of their thing. This would be the first straight year for them. But who would you like to see them matched up against? Because they can either end up playing the Texans again, the Titans can, the Chiefs, or the Patriots.
It would be interesting if you're Mike Vrabel and you see the Texans again, you say, they wanted us in here. They didn't play their guys. They're about to get what they were asking for.
How many times has that happened? The one team that at the end of the year you rush your starters against, you get a chance to play them. And it's like, oh, man, we should have put them out their misery when we had the opportunity. But that's not happening. And so, yeah, I do think Houston is a team that they could beat. This is a team that's in their division. They know they know their opponent. This will be the third time playing them. Yeah, I think Tennessee could be Houston for sure.
I look at this Tennessee Titans team, and I just think nobody wants to play them. Like, nobody wants to play them. Like, to me, I think they're overachieve if they get in the playoffs right now. They're scary. Ryan Tannehill, nobody expected him to do anything with his career. Now he's out here balling. You're playing with house money. That's the scary. Those teams like that, they're scary. Whenever we were out of playoff contention, when I had some of my teams with the San Francisco 49ers, whenever late in the season, nobody wanted to play us. Because we was going to just lay it all out there. So what? We're going home anyway.
Yeah, and especially against the Texans, this Titans team has the best red zone offense in the entire league, and the Texans have the worst red zone defense in the entire league. So that doesn't match up so well. They've only kicked 2 field goals in the red zone, the Titans, this year. That's history. That's historic.
Titans to play the Texans. The Texans would have to win the game, right?
I have it here. Yeah. Yes, that's exactly what would happen.
Never mind my point, because then the Texans would have won the game and didn't lay down for them. So never mind that.
Week 17, it's a lot. There's a lot of stuff.
There's a lot of time and thought about how
moving parts.
Well, I did. I was on the spot. I did. You're right.
We'll have it all figured out come Monday. All 3 of these teams trying to become the 5th team to make the playoffs in 2019 after missing the postseason in 2018. They joined the Packers, Niners, Bills, and Vikings. It's the 30th straight